Does the video keep pausing or is it me?
Yeah, it's the video. My computer's fucked.
Well, ain't that some fucking shit? All right, well, just do that then. Hey, everybody. Fucking Sunday. Woo!
Oh, I started that off with a big old ball vape. Wee-hoo.
Right on. That's the way you're supposed to start the fucking day, man.
Yep.
Oh, what you vaping on this morning?
I have no idea. It was random table weed from the harvest.
This is where we're at nowadays with you. It's just random fucking table weed no matter where you go.
Good possibility it's BAM number 3. There's a baggie here with an open top. So that's the culprit, I think. That or the trim bin, which is BAM 1. So it's one of your BAMs.
Woo! Even better.
Yeah, there's some good smells in there. The middle one that stayed green is still green. Like it does not present more anthocyanin when cold comes through. It's like, no, I'm a green plant. Fucking puts snow right on me. It's green. And it got that funk to it. Like the two on the outside were dark purple when they finished, and they've got that like mellow, medicinal, kind of funky, earthy, chemically kind of smell to them. That middle one, no. I'm loud 90s weed. That's what that plant's in. Put me in your pocket and get me warm and walk through the building and see if anyone notices. Everyone will notice.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I was saying it on the last night's trim show too. I packaged a lot of stuff up with the vacuum sealer, right? Just been super busy. Haven't had a chance to, you can't crack lids on that stuff, right? So I've been worrying about it. I went through last night and grabbed a random handful of them, snipped the tops off, got my nose in there. Everything is fucking on point. The grape hoolie's got a fucking sweet, sweet aromatic smell to it. The banana daddy too. It's got this weird, cool, sweet funk going to it. The BAMs are smelling great. The Mendo breath was nice and meaty like it normally is. Everything was good, man. Fucking dialed in right now.
Nice.
Happy little farmer. What about you? What are you smoking, Fluff?
Actually, the Ghost Walker OG from that little test run I was doing. Nothing. No, it wasn't like just that test run in general wasn't super great. But really awesome. This is like that, that kind of old gassy funk that you look for. That's what this thing's got, man. You know, it's a little danky, it's a little gassy. You know, it hits fucking well. It's not super potent, but fucking super good, super good. So that's what I am vaping on this morning. And typically, you know, out of one of these here ball vapes, but when I'm down here, it's the Epitome Wireless from Cloud Connoisseur is the one that I use. Fucking love this thing. Absolutely love that. So, how about Caribou? What you smoking on this morning? Not listening. Got it? You there? Hi. Whoa. What the fuck? That's some bullshit. You know, I know you did that on purpose. You know what? I don't fuck. You're muted, G-Bay.
There we go. Yes, I had to go pop up my YouTube chat. I always forget to put the mute on. And when the screen pops up, we get the double audio and all that. So there, I'm in chat, and we didn't make any weird audio shit.
Ah.
So I got one plant left outside that's got meat on it. We've got one of the BAMs out there that's got some trimming left to do. There's probably an ounce or two. But yeah, the rest of it's in, man. 2024 harvest, man. Boom.
Fuck. Good to hear, dude.
It's indoors, anyways.
The light is at the end of the tunnel.
For the pulling of the product inside, yes. From the getting it from here into to here, it's going to take another minute.
I'd say getting it indoors is the biggest challenge right there.
Yeah, man, it is.
You got it indoors. Everything else is, you know, patience.
Yeah, right. You just got to have the slow, steady walk.
Yeah, now we got you. Just think of all the years that we sit here watching you fucking cutting and throwing tops and shit like, oh, it's botrytis or PM or whatever, right? It's like, man, you've had hardly any of that from what we've seen and what you've been saying yourself. So it's fucking rad.
Like, yeah, man, to see the amount of bug rot that I didn't have to deal with this year. Like, I walk up to a plant, I'm like, oh, it's going to be in here somewhere. And then you get one little tiny little brown spot on the end here, or you see one leaf wilting and you chase it in and you find one little spot. But I break it down to like, you know, little pieces like this. So I'm intimate with my weed. I get right in there, right? Like a lot of times, even that won't make it anywhere. These will get chopped off. So I'll have like just little like joints, you know, a joint sized bud is basically what I break it down to. Most of the stuff, even the big tops, I don't like to package them like that because the sticks poke through the plastic. You know what I mean? They're just pain in the ass. So I peel them all off. So I've been able to get right in there, and yeah, man, just doing good. And then the package I sent to Weedner too, he said he quickly put a scope over it just to check things out, and he said there was nothing in there that it would have been no bug legs or no big patches of powdery mildew or none of that shit. I didn't have any of that outdoors this year. It was there, you know, everything that is ever outdoors is there. But did it take hold? No. Did it ruin anything? No. Did it get out of control? No. Did the symbiosis of my backyard kick its own ass back into regulation? Yes. And that was amazing to see. I was way too busy, way too flustered. My mind was on different things. I'd go into the backyard. I'd see a little problem, so I'd observe. I'd go plant to plant to see if the pest is all over or what's happening. Every time I seen an aphid, it was attached to the mouth of a fucking ladybug. So I'm like, yeah, like you guys are doing your thing, right? I didn't see any other bugs than that. I usually only get aphids. Aphids are the only bugs I get outdoors that bother me. And powdery mildew, and it showed up in some low-lying leaves, and it started to get a concern. I was looking at it going, oh, okay, fuck, we got to get the sprays out. We were in 1-2 week of flower. This is the time where we can actually lay some liquid on these things and get something happening. And then within a week or two, it had pulled back and just like damn near disappeared.
Huh.
Yeah,
Cool.
like this is just whatever was happening. It did get some lost coast out there. So maybe some of the stuff that was kicking around, it was helping defend the garden, but it was fucking dynamite, man. I can't explain how blessed I am for this year's harvest. The amount that I was able to take in of clean, good, harvestable cannabis. A little bit early. Like I've got stuff from like probably week 6, 7 up into week 10.
It's a good
broad harvest from that day that storm happened till yesterday, or even till I chopped this BAM 3. So our harvest window is still open.
It's pretty awesome to hear. I mean, you know, you're going to get a really good window of what you like, how that plant dealt. Like, you know, even though it sucked to lose it, it's at least cool information that you get to. Well, you didn't even lose it; you just got early shit. You know, yeah, it might not be the best, but fuck, you never know. That might be the stuff that you like the best out of the whole crop, and you're like, well, looks like this is a 55-day plant.
Yeah, I was trying it yesterday. I tried the grape and the banana, and those were both the ones that were the early guys, and nothing wrong with them.
Yeah,
it's just when you smoke it against a long-grown fucking bambalam, yeah, well, it's like get a donkey kick, right? So,
right. That's what you hope for, that donkey kick right to the forehead.
One brings me up, one brings me down. Excuse me.
I think that's what I'm going to try to do this round is just find one of the. It'll probably be like the Bambi, since it's more of a known pheno to me. I will probably just pull some of that one just a little early, just to see what it feels like at say like the 60 or 55 to 60 day range. But
labels going, man. I can't fuck up these labels.
Right?
There's a lot of similar
labeling.
Stuff. So it's I don't want to a lot of these pans are I gotta keep the labels in them or I'll forget what the fuck they are.
Yeah, I definitely have to give a big thank you to my wife and my kid. I drug them in the room yesterday and we laid a trellis over my bed finally. Well, I don't think it's going to help stand shit up. At least things are now flopping at above level, not below. So, plants aren't laying on each other, and it's at least a little more, a little more vertical.
There's a
But
trellis in there now.
yeah, there's a trellis in there now. It wasn't easy. It was kind of frustrating, and I kept telling them both while we were doing it, "I'm sorry, I'll never do this again." Which we know that's a lie. But but that was it was definitely not fun. It was pain in the ass. Obviously, had fucking broke a few tops, or at least bent a few tops that are now taped and supported. But man, what I did get was a good wild whiff of everything going on in that room, and I definitely have my funk in there. And so I've got all the clones sitting out there. They're all good. So as soon as we figure out which are the winners, they're getting plugged right back in this fucking bed again, and we'll run that out again. So I'm excited about that. So once those get run again, then hopefully I can start looking for a male to F2 that shit and move it along, because that'd be real fun.
Yeah.
But
My indoor done. It's completely toasted. The wedding cake re-veg died, and the other ones got a little wilty. I forgot to water them, and I turned the light off. Just fucking.
Yep, I feel you on that one.
I feel a little bad because Major had brought me some of those Primal Punch cuts. That obviously takes time and effort to, take a cutting and bring it to a buddy. So I feel bad about that, but sorry, Major. Other than that, though, I'm glad it's over and I don't have to fucking worry about that little tent full of plants right now. I'm gonna get it going again. I'm sure once all this is done and I don't have any of this to look forward to, and like I come down to the grow room to do something and there's no trim, there's nothing. That'll be like, oh well, get the seed bin. There's going to be a day where this stops and then I look at the seed pile again and get something wet. So bear with me, folks.
Fair enough. It'll be interesting to see what you come up with when you do decide to go start all over again. Can't talk.
Yeah, exactly. I want to catch the wave when all of these growers in our community do the same thing. Like I kind of missed the BAM wave. Like I had them outdoors, but everyone kind of was a little bit ahead of me on the indoors with that.
Right, you're doing it right now. Anyone growing it right now, everybody's pulling them down at the same time. This is all just the initial testing phase of that plant. So you're right in the pocket with everybody.
Thumbs up for outdoors, folks, because it grows big, long fucking spears, and then you can break them down into nice nugs. You know what I mean? There's a nice bit of weight in just a few nuggies. The three phenos I had, two were like probably the same, and one was spectacular, man. The BAM 2, it's probably not a good finisher up here in the north. I had to push it, like it's still really not done, and it's November 10th, so like we got to think of that. But I also was able to pull them off in October, and they're all good quality weed, and they make weight. I haven't had weight like that in a while. Like they're not branches, they're like cups of branches. Like there was walls of colas coming off this thing. So veg them early, get them outdoors, you'll get yourself a whole fuck ton of good cannabis.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I love it. I love when I'm testing for buddies and I grow fucking 3 snow globes. Thank you. A little bit of Canadian Mendo style. With them trees. I started to realize though, like I kind of boost up my outdoor a little bit. Like, oh yeah, I'm a big bad outdoor grower. And then you see some of these actual grows where there's optimal growing. And it's like, I ain't shit. That's where my plants look like autoflowers.
Yeah, but you know what? The difference is I don't want to grow a fucking 20-foot round, 10-foot around plant. You know what I mean? Like it's hassle. It's more time than I want to put into that. And when you lose fucking big. You don't lose a little when that happens. So it's my opinion, your garden was just about perfect. Right around that like 7 to like 9 foot range. You ain't got to get a ladder to work on shit. It's round, it's easy. You can defoliate them pretty quick. One plant is manageable for a person, in a fair amount of time. So, and I pretty much run a garden myself. So that's important. I'm not going to be running those big ones like that. And I never did ever really like doing that anyway. That was just fucking you worrying about getting time. You know what I'm saying? It's like big plants just equal easy to see back in the day. So,
yeah, true. Yeah, I hear you.
yeah.
Yeah,
What's up?
I had about 7 foot average this year. The one Hawaiian was up there around the 10 foot mark, but yeah, around 7.5 feet, 8 feet tall. These plants were, and yeah, they're just on that, getting on the hard side to manage. But I'm gonna put my trellising and stuff up again for next year, so we'll have a little. See, it's kind of hard to say. I didn't really need it this year except for that storm, but it's hard to get through sometimes and do the proper training and proper like IPM when they're caged up that tight. Super helpful for damage. Super annoying for trying to just access things. So maybe it might be put the trellis up like right before flower. Get them completely trained and trimmed up, and then once they hit flower, trellis them up. Then I won't have much to do other.
Well, I think much like like hitting that on the indoors and things, trying to trellis it up. I think it's just a matter of getting it in there and making sure you got your spacing right. Outdoors, I could see where like a 6-inch, the 6-inch standard kind of like trellis net spacing would be a real boon, and just have one per 6-inch, right? One big old, arm coming in there per. Whereas I use more of like 3 3/4 to 4-inch on my indoor. It's a little easier to move around. I'm dealing with a 4-foot bed, so I can reach it to the middle from each side easily. And I think I did realize that I may lower that trellis. I've been talking about it for a minute, but I may lower that trellis a little bit just to make even that much easier. So I'm not getting myself kind of in the situation like I did where I just allowed myself to grow them too big. Just dumb shit this round. So, but yeah. So it was dumb shit. But I think like if you were going to trellis outdoor, I think more spacing would probably be better for you.
Yeah, I fucked up last year and held them a little too tight.
Yeah. Dude, so fucking my wife actually told me like this morning, she's like, your friends did a show last night? And I was like, no. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I know Colton talked about maybe firing it up, but I never got a fucking notification last night.
Shitty. Yeah, fucking we were irritating. Friday night and Saturday night.
I know. Fucking all hanging out and shit. Fucking Sunday morning, fucking weekend with the boofers, man.
Throwing it down. I'm trapped in this basement with blue gloves on. So are you.
Dude, look at this. You get excited about your King Diamond, but me and some killer clowns, I can get down.
It goes on Tubi right now.
What's that?
That movie's on Tubi right now.
Like as we speak, I'm gonna fucking watch it. Yeah. I mean, I own it in DVD. I can watch it whenever, but it's always more exciting when it's on and you're like, oh shit, I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I was flipping around looking for something to watch, and that was last week. And I was like, oh shit, that's on there. And then thought of you because I know you're nuts for that show. And was figured actually, they at one point was even gonna like probably like screenshot it or like, hey, yo, dude, over here, and forgot until you bring it up. It's like, oh, hey, that's right. I know where to watch that now.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, hey, real quick, we're gonna go through this one. So today's giveaway sponsored by Mr. Noob Grows, and we are going to use the word for this one, noob, because he's awesome, and he's already got some entries in there. So fucking look at this shit. So today you are going to get, fucking do this. I hate it. The Quattro Kush BX4, Josh OG by Josh OG. So. Got that. It looks like there's a good amount of little fucking seeds in there. So I'm not sure how many's in there. You're also going to get the Van Gogh sunflower seeds provided by Mr. Noob also. And I am throwing in my Luna Negra for this round.
Good shit too.
I don't know how many are in there. I kind of threw a scoop in there. There's got to be at least 15 in there. So
call them both 10 packs. You look real good.
Call them both 10 packs. You look real good. Sure. They're both 10 packs. We'll fucking call it that. So that's today's giveaway. Type in noob in the comments if you want that. We will draw that. What do you want to do at 9 o'clock? Clock sounds good.
Sure.
So yeah, you have a half hour. And drawing, stay in. You know, you'll get your shit. Well, if you're hopping around, we'll send you a message if you. But so that's today's giveaway. You know what I need to get in here? Bada boom. Woo.
Oh man.
I get my fingers to work
Oh.
here.
So, like, since I missed all the shenanigans, like, what was going on last night?
Just fucking around. We got J5 up there hanging out and trimming. Just shooting the shit, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing special, just people trimming, and I have no life. So I was like, yeah, cool. I'll come hang out with all the trim jailers.
It was fun time.
Oh, it was cool. It was actually did that yesterday morning. I was kind of doing whatever it is I usually do, just sitting here like fucking around on YouTube, and I start getting notifications from people, and I'm like, that sounds like a comment on like something a lot more recent than Thursday. I started looking, yeah, there was a show last night. I was saying that, like, telling G-Bay, I was actually so stoked and happy to see that, because how many years now have other people had access to the channel? And I've always said, yeah, man, you want to just do a show or whatever, fucking whenever, fucking go right the fuck ahead. You know, that's kind of what the keys to the castle are for. And then when I was like, fuck yeah, he actually went and did it. And yeah, I was stoked. And then also, had I realized what was going on that night, I probably would have actually gotten on there for maybe not the full show, but at least jumped in long enough to burn a joint or something like that. But I just because I think it was Artman reached out to me earlier in the day. He's like, "You guys doing a show tonight?" And I was like, "Nah, it's whatever my excuse was and shit like that." OG-Bay.
I just figured, shit, I'm gonna be sitting in this chair trimming anyways. Might as well fucking stare at the screen.
Have some friends. Yeah, absolutely.
And it worked out well. We had about half of our regular viewing on a pop-up show, and then last night, more people knew about it. And we got the regular crowd in there, the high 50s into the 60s probably. And yeah, man, I love it. I love seeing everyone come together and just sit there and hang out and chat and discuss, different lifestyles and all the shit we're doing lately. It's fucking awesome. I don't go out and party or anything anymore, so it's really nice when I can have a little group of people to hang out with. Stay indoors, stay safe, stay sober.
Right?
Yeah.
Fucking talk about weed like a bunch of kids. Be happy about it.
Yeah.
Yep, there you go. Hey, right there, man. This you can always join the old Discord if you would like to also, because there is also a lot of that kind of thing happening on our Discord on a regular basis. So do that there too. We like to hang out and talk about dumb shit a lot. But it's fun.
Well, we've been talking about doing like movie nights and shit like that in there too. When you get like maybe a Saturday night, nobody's doing a show or anything like that. Or Curse of Oak Island, we're talking about having like streaming parties for shit like that, and just get downright fucking nerdy with our shit. It's just the Booth Crew Discord rules, and it's just multiple more cool things we could be doing with that, right? Like we've talked about, Killer Clowns right there. Maybe one day we'll all just get down and like let's watch some Killer Clowns in the Discord.
Come down.
Right, let's watch some Evil Dead. The missus and I watched the first 2 Evil Dead movies there. We still got to hit Army of Darkness. We never did actually get around to watching that, but that'd be a good one to throw up in the Discord. Right?
Absolutely. I can only imagine the fun involved in fucking Army of Darkness in this crew. I feel like Bruce Campbell would be part of our crew if we asked him. He's a bad motherfucker. I think he would fit right in here. Be like, eh.
Him. He's probably too big for us, but at the same time, he's like cult niche that enough that he very well might. You know what I mean?
Right? He's like, oh, you guys are small and fucking like get a small. Yeah, I'm down for what you do. I think the biggest, I feel like the biggest thing he ever did was probably Burn Notice. You know what I mean? Like the most, probably like well-known thing. Like, like everything else was kind of like considered like a B movie or, like, like sub tier. But
well, it's right. I don't know what I was going to say.
No.
I had something. It was coming. It was almost out, and then my life.
You know what? Big word. I'm going to work on that one. I like it. I like to quote that movie. Maybe I'll do a fucking Evil Dead fucking line.
Dude, yes they do. So okay, so for the strain Groovy, what's the cross on that going to be? Let's have fun. Let's get imaginative here. It doesn't have to necessarily be anything that any of us is working with. It's gonna
be something fucking super like tropically. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like mixes of fucking Hawaiian. I want that motherfucker to pop. You know what I mean? Super bright, like pineapple-y. That's what I would try to figure out how to make that strain. So I would definitely probably be like, I don't know, man. Maybe just like some Hawaiian by Bahama Mama or some shit. Just call it Groove.
Yeah, I feel like was it Ghost Train Haze? I made its way around here, and that has a very tropically smell to it. That we were smelling. Maybe that's something like that.
Oh, like, and that would help too, because then you have like the Ghost Train inside of there with it. You know what I mean? So and then you got to really like niche it down hard when you make something like that. Like everything you put in there has got to be for a dumb reason.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Because I remember years ago, like our plug that we used to go to, I go over and then he gets particularly excited about this bag of weed and he hands it to me. It's just like, smelling, you're like, wow, I don't know if I've ever smelled anything quite like that. Very tropical is the best way I can think of to describe that. This stuff was good enough that I went back there like 3 or 4 days in a row to buy up as much as I could and, just store it in jars or whatever for as long as I could. Never knew what it was because, once again, these are older folks and these are the type where you keep your mouth shut and you don't ask questions, right? So it's just, you knew if you're going over there, you're just getting weed and it was always going to be good. But this stuff was like better than good, like considerably better. Didn't know what it was, never knew what it was. And then a buddy of mine from about an hour away, he sent me, I think it was actual flour, if I recall. And then I open it up and that smell, and I was like, oh my God, when the smell will take you away fucking sometimes 20 plus years and you'll be like, oh, hey, I remember that time. Okay, this is only like 2-3 years bringing me back, but I was like, that's that fucking smell. And it was that Ghost Train Haze. And then he sent me some seeds. Is that how that worked? And that shit hermed right the fuck out on me. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I've seen more balls than that before with the OG when that shit fucked up, but I was like, wow, the amount of seeds coming off that was crazy.
No good.
Morning, Victoria. Welcome. What about Bob, Dabby Hayes? I see a couple new names in there. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. Come hang out. We're fun.
So what would you? So now that you've got that, what would you fucking create for the boomstick? Then what would your thoughts be behind fucking making it? Like that's got to be the most iconic one that comes out of that. You know what I mean? At least for me. That or I would have to try to name like fucking exactly what he does when he tries to do the thing. When he tries to say the fucking chant or the chant, I would try to Baruch Batah, and that'd be the name of it somehow, or whatever the fuck that was.
No, because stoners smoke too fucking much, and you wouldn't be able to figure out what the fuck it is. Did you see
That's
like
all right.
one word on there and be like, Wi-Fi password?
This motherfucker uses Wi-Fi password. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's not there. He's got a whole lineup of different Wi-Fi passwords. What the fuck? I'm so confused.
Oh, that's it. There's Clinton. We're out of. Yeah. No. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Fucking. I don't know, man. I'd have to make it. Like if I was doing something like that, that one would be the boomstick would be fucking powerful. It'd have to just lay your ass out, right? That'd be the you're done weed.
Oh yeah, that's as the know nothings would call it, an indica strain.
And then I would definitely have to name like the most generic thing I could possibly make. Maybe the autos of the whole thing would just be called S-Mark.
That's the fucking.
Hey, you gotta be a real dork to fucking get that joke, but I love it.
I used to have some moneymaker seeds from Greenhouse Seed Collector there. That could be something good that possibly to throw in there. Those seeds never panned out, if I recall, never germinated, but something with the money in the name might be a good one for that one.
That would be good.
I love them BAMs, man. That's what I'm talking about. Those arms coming off those plants. That's what the whole side of the plant looks like.
She's beautiful.
Yeah, get you some, man. And it's so easy to trim. Oh, fuck yeah. As an outdoor farmer, nothing's worse than watching a beautiful plant grow and then week 6 on, it doesn't improve to any type of trimming. Like,
just gets more fucking.
Yeah, you're like, no.
So why are you making more leaves? Stop it.
Yeah. The poor trim crew got that one when Crazy Palm Mom and Victoria were here a couple weeks ago. That's what we trimmed up, was all the fucking shaggy bullshit.
Well, that's what you got to do while you got fucking the crew there, man.
That's it.
If you ain't got a machine to throw the crap through, you got to get the trim crew on.
Yep.
This stuff I can handle on my own because it trims so easy. I can buck down a half pound a night if I fucking go at it.
Right. So, like, how much of the fan leaves and shit do you buck off before you hang them?
When I take them off the plant, I just take them off the plant. I get them in here and get them down to like branches, manageable branch size. And then from this point, I haven't done it to these ones, but generally I would hang them here. And the same day that they got hung, so they're still nice and turgid, full of liquid, full of water, and they're kind of crisp, I go in and I snap every single fucking leaf off and leave just the sugar leaves and shit like that. To this point, basically, I think that's what you'll see. There's a couple leaves that have, you see that are drooped down and hung there, but not really. All the main fan leaves gone.
Big, so yeah, those super big fucking fan leaves got to go. I agree. At least with my outdoor, the indoor plants like I have, I like to full plant hang, chop them down here, get them in, they're 4 or 5 foot plants. They're not crazy. The fan leaves on them aren't fucking, dinner plate size. So I'm not really worried about having that much biomass inside the dry room. But those fucking outdoor ones, man, like I said, those fan leaves, they they get the size of dinner plates and things. They're huge. Yeah, they've had shit on them. They're dirty. They're a giant collection for dirt and other things. So I'm kind of saying I at least like to get those really big ones off. Typically what I'll do is like say the not the week before, but a couple days before I actually go to do the harvest, I'll go out there and just start fucking snapping off all the big fan leaves. And then I'll pull the bud a couple days, or the branches a couple days later.
Yep, that little bit helps too. Just to, you go outside, you're like, "Okay, I'm getting you ready for harvest. We don't need this, that, this, that, this, that, this." Boom.
Yeah, it's a huge help if you got that little extra time to get out there and do that for harvest time, man. Huge help. And I've experimented a little bit, just kind of like at timing to go out there and pull a decent amount of leaves off, and then see if any kind of response was to happen to that plant. Especially right before harvest. If you could get
little crotch seed.
little crotch seed,
and she gone.
But yeah, especially if you could get fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh well.
Oh, sorry, bro.
Hey, that's all right. I was just trying to think. What's up?
That shit happens.
All right.
That prog.
Right. Fuck. Yeah, hey, I got that somewhere. Yeah. Bam. Ooh, got it. Ooh, here. One thing I don't like is listening to music all before. Fuck up and dab.
Hey man, I know you were the cannabis guy back in the day. You still rocking that shit? Like slightly. Here's a link to the show. Stop by for some seeds, bro. I got you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because that's what I always mentioned to people, like the G-Bay genetics thing was never a breeding thing. Kind of the wrong label, but it's just because everyone would come to me around here to figure out what to do, right? So
Speaking of, you said seed giveaway. Giveaway will be coming in, it looks like, in 20 minutes. So we have the Quattro Kush PX4 by Josh OG. We have the Van Gogh sunflower seeds, and then we have some of the Luna Negra from me. These are all, well, at least this is definitely a nice little pack, 15 so ish in there. G-Vet said it's a 10 pack, so I'm going to call it a 10 pack. This one also looks like you got plenty in there. So at 9 o'clock, we're going to be drawing this. In order to get in that drawing, type in the word noob, just like this here. Looks like we already have 21 entries. Here's 63 people in chat. If y'all want some seeds, type in noob, just like that. That'll get you a chance at 9 o'clock to win this. So thank you again, noob. Always much love for all the support, brother.
Oh yeah, he's been around a minute.
Hell yeah! So
I love it because I like seeing the iconic little avatars or whatever, the ones that are the OGs, right? You just see them and you instantly know. Like the yellow circle with the green outline, I can't read it, but I know it's new. Lobster's one, the fucking red lobster. My Little Canada flag. I seen his horse. Like it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Your fried chicken.
My fried chicken. I love my fried chicken. I have to go about to find that picture again. It's not on my computer anymore. It scares me. I might lose the fried chicken. I'm sure it's not that hard to refine.
Man,
and also, just for anybody too, these do ship fucking worldwide. We're a glutton for punishment around here, so it doesn't matter. If I can get it there, it's going. So this is not a U.S. or Canadian only giveaway. This is going out. So, you want it? Type in noob. So how's everybody's fucking weekend been going?
Busy. I've been doing this a lot. Like the parents moved in last week, so we're still shuffling that shit all around. But it's working out, man. Kids come back today, so we'll get a little busier when that happens, but I don't know when that's happening. We'll find out when they show up, I guess. Maybe take them little rascals out for a fucking burger or something tonight. I need a bin to throw the goods in.
Yeah, always fun to get to fucking take the little shitheads out.
Yeah, get some.
And that used to be one of my favorite. My wife was never really much of like a Chinese person. And I used to only pretty much have like Sundays off. And so when my son was very young, that would be like our one day and kind of that one thing that me and him go hang out. You know, we'd go to the Chinese buffet and go act like a bunch, 2-year-olds. You know, he was allowed. It was a little unfitting for me, but we had a good time, man. You gotta love that shit.
Trichome sneezes. Woo.
Trichome sneezes.
Yeah.
Are you making sure to like rub your nose and shit with your sticky ass gloves so that you're just?
I rubbed my eyeball last night though. That was great.
I fucking hate when I do that, and I always like think,
I'm like grinding my glove in there. I'm like,
right. I always think like this part doesn't have anything on it, so I'm like, oh, I'm safe. Ow, fuck, why is it burn?
That'll get in there easier.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Rub that shit. You're like, why is it burn?
For me, it's when they're hanging like this or in the tent and they're getting to the point of where the moisture is literally just inside the flour and all exterior is toasted, right? As you're bumping into shit, it's all falling in gravity, right? As soon as you do this, just like working on a car without your safety glasses, man. You hit any fucking shit falls. You'll have trichomes in your eyes and you'll be fucking wondering what the fuck's going on.
Dude, I went into my dry room once and totally thought I was going to be able to feel around to get something that I needed out of there that was in there. And so I was like, I ain't going to turn no lights on or nothing. It'll be fine. Right? Just face planted right into one of my plants. I'm just like, oh, God, ow. I'm just like, fuck.
Oh, yeah. There's a nice one. Nice bada bam, number one.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
I can trim that a little tighter, but that's good for outdoor. That's really nice. The quality of the tightness of it. Each one of those little balls would be a nice little joint.
Hell yeah. Enough space in there too where it looks like you're getting a nice airflow.
Yeah.
I don't worry about trying to get like big old donkey dicks out there. Like they just cause fucking issues. I like that cookie structure for outdoors. It fucking works great.
A lot of times when you're growing a cannabis plant and something's trying to drive you to grow it a certain way to like kind of show it off, it's generally probably not the best for quality production. Like, you know what I mean? Like it looks cool and you want to do it a few times so that you've done it. Like I love having buds that I've had to hold like babies, like, but then I end up snipping them all down anyways.
That was that Granddaddy Black. I mean, literally 2-liter fucking bottle, colas, and it's awesome. And I can get some great pictures, but then I fucking broke them down. And since I let them go about 2 weeks longer than I should have, the inside started to fucking rot on them. You would have never known from the outside till you broke that bitch open. And then, yeah, it was moldy as fuck. And, I caught that as I'm, separating out. And I'm like, yeah, how did I do? Let's pull a couple of these loose so that they can air out. And that's when I found it. And I'm like, motherfuck,
yep.
That's what you got to watch. And that's why I always try to stay away from those big ass, huge, 2-liter size colas like that. Because it's literally
kind of hard on the bigger outdoors. They kind of grow the way they grow, and like you can get up there and literally like take the bud and just kind of, instead of letting it grow straight up, you just pull it down every day. Just give it a little bend every day, and it'll eventually kind of grow out like that. It's still gonna try to grow up, but at least you got it. And you'll see some top flowers that are like this, as opposed to like all stuck up on each other.
Oh yeah.
But you got to be out there like every day doing that. That's more of a
right
production kind of thing. When your own garden, and you're working and shit like that, you don't think about that.
Right. Yeah. It's one of those how much work you want to put into it type things.
Oh, this year's garden, I'm fucking blown away, dude. This year's garden is wow. Just fucking amazing. And I look at the pile and I'm like, oh, I fucking got so much more work to do. But then as I start to get into it and I start to fill the trays and organize things and get stuff wrapped up, and it's like, it's a really good feeling, man.
Right.
Bumper crop.
Well, I mean, this year, you definitely through the shows, things like that. You're out there, you could see the amount of work that you put into there. And even though in past years you've had those, big plants that you trellised out, and I didn't see you put as much work into the plants, into the soil as you did this year throughout these plants. Your learning curve has definitely been on the upward, and it shows. The time you've put in, the work you put in, and what you've learned about taking care of, your garden has. Damn, that's frosty.
Oh, it's fucking nice, buddy. I don't even want to smoke that. Spray that with some shellac and hang it on a necklace.
You know what? Fucking, he used to hang around a bunch. I don't see him much anymore. But Astro Charlie, he tried resin dipping those and coming out, and I think they kind of lose the luster after a while. You know what I mean?
I think they turn brown no matter what. So like,
Yeah,
they're good for a week or two, and then they go brown because Barefoot would make lighter cases and stuff with leaves in it, or like little bits of bud and stuff, and it would always same thing, look good for a minute, and then it would kind of lose its fucking luster. So
yeah, I bought some seeds from a dude years ago. Chest Banger Genetics. Probably just about the time I started meeting or running around with you guys. They found him, and he sent me a really cool, like, one-off print with a leaf in it. And I got it all hung up on the wall, nice and pretty. It used to be kind of just sitting on a doorway, but now she's hanging. But that was one thing that it looked so good when it was a fresh cannabis leaf when it first, got sent to me. But now that it's 4 years old, it's you can see the brown, and it turned brown. The nitrogen's gone. There's I was just wondering to myself, and there are ways that people actually like press and save them in like books where they still maintain the color.
yeah, I think it's a Mod Podge is a product. It's like a spray adhesive kind of protectant thing for fucking crafts. I never really knew what it was, but yeah, I've seen it used before, and I think it's like a preserver or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it'll work as like a glue or a cover kind of thing. But this certain sprays, because I did have a necklace from somebody, I forget. I want to say something Nugs, like that. That's real original, right? But it was a diamond shaped clear resin with a small bud in the middle, and it was already kind of dark colored. I think it might be beneficial if you used purple or reddish, like a senesced flower, a flower that's already kind of on its
Already
way.
kind of looks like it's lost all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't really go anywhere.
I wonder if that wouldn't be the case, because the one he did of mine was one of my purple fantasies, and it was super fucking dark purple with super orange hairs. And so yeah, even when that would fade out to nothing, it just still kind of looked like it looked. It just kind of lost luster. It didn't really lose anything else.
Yeah. I really like that idea of the lighter case, though. The one Barefoot did make me was awesome. I don't know where it ended up or whatever, but yeah, she used one of my Girl Scout cookie leaves, which had like very football style petals to it, like super wide, like really, really nice looking. So it covered the short little lighter case really well, but it did get a little chalky looking and shit at the end. But
I'm gonna have to do some fucking work and just see if I can't figure out a way to preserve it, because that's my ideas, and I think it would be cool. So now
cannabis art is the thing.
Yeah. Fucking well, I wonder if you shouldn't just like let it dry out, do its thing, and then fucking paint it and then fucking cast it, and it wouldn't work better. You know what I mean? And just put some green in it and call it a fucking day. Might be the thing. Anyway, I don't need to talk arts and crafts. Guess that's what happens when you fucking smoke this weed.
Oh, that's funny. No, but there's a lady I follow. I want to say it's like she's got a really weird Instagram name, CE5 Store or something like that. But I met her at an event. Her and I don't know if husband or boyfriend or whatnot, but yeah, I think he was into the actual product of cannabis production of some sort or hash or whatever. But she did art, just like loose cannabis art, and it was fucking awesome. Some of the shit she did. She had like a Last Supper kind of photo fucking painting fucking thing, but it was all weed themed and shit. I was like, that's awesome.
But I was just getting baked and shit.
Yeah, and then just like other stuff where she'd use leaves and use bleach or spray paint and go over superimpose on things, and just really persistent too. Like she had a lot of shit down. I'll try to figure out the name and maybe post it up, but very similar to kind of like what Crazy Pop Mom does,
Yeah.
all that neat little crafty cannabis stuff. Makes you feel good and laugh. And some of the stuff was actually good wall hanger stuff, like a little bit bigger, a little more actual, like artsy fartsy stuff. But I don't know how to read art. Like you could tell me it's a famous painting. I'm like, looks like shit.
Right. I'm the same. Like I can appreciate what I think's cool and whatnot, but when you see some of this dumb shit, and they're like, "This is the struggle of a fucking."
Yeah.
Of a hermaphrodite otter in Zimbabwe. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's 3 circles that are fucking red. How does that fucking equate to anything? Yeah. No, it fucking doesn't. I don't know, but that's what they see. So sure, I think that's stupid.
Yeah. Let them have it, man. Let them have it.
Yeah, man, let them have it. And if you can convince people of your bullshit and then fucking get some money for it, cheers to you, motherfucker.
What's that one Banksy there, whatever, when they auctioned it off, and then as soon as it sold, it went through a paper shredder?
Yeah,
part of the art exhibit was like
but that was right. But the end product, it didn't go all the way through, right? And so now he has this other one, and the value fucking went up on it. Fuck it.
My parents went to a Banksy exhibit. They were like, "Wow, that shit's fucking crazy."
It would be cool. I mean, I don't begrudge people shit. That whole fucking stage and everything, right? Yeah, that's how you do it. You build your fucking hype, man. Do your thing. I'm not that kind of person, so it's fucking weird to me. But but I gotta respect the game.
It's neat to see. Yeah. I can't interpret it, but I appreciate it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. When it's good. Like I said, when you try to give me some weird fucking alien bullshit story of your fucking 2 circles in a fucking line, I ain't buying it, man. Or if you just threw a bunch of shit at the wall, you just hung it up and threw a bunch of fucking paint splatters on it and fucking told me how much you thought about how this is. Okay, you thought about some shit, but you didn't fuck you. That's not a story. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Funny. Those guys like Artman. You ever seen his portraits and shit? That kind of shit. Gorgeous. How people are that good at fucking redrawing pictures and shit. Like Artman, you have a fucking severe talent. Like that is like crazy that you can do that.
I'm not anti-Jackson Pollock. I'm questionable about Jackson Pollock.
I can't even draw a stick, man.
And speaking of, bro, you want to talk about art, right? Kingfisher. Have you seen his watercolors?
That
bro. I got a bud of that fucking Spanish moon that was the mother to the fucking Luna Negra, and holy shit, dude. Like, yeah.
I need to send him a nice, like, semi-aerial view of my garden, like a picture from my roof or something, maybe, with the nice wood chips and the 10 or so big cannabis plants. Yeah, you're being commissioned, Kingfisher. I'll send a check. Nice. You have to give half of it to Dan for all the fucking HVAC work he's helped me with. I really need to send him something. A fucking thank you card. Even though that furnace eventually died and it's no longer here, but he kept it going for about a year with just me being dumb and him helping me out.
Hey man, that's a year of extra use you got out of it, right? So
he probably hated seeing my messages come through. He's like, motherfucker, I told him to get a new one. Now what bit and part is broken on it now that he's gonna fucking glue back together? Ran that one into the ground. But we got it, man.
I don't lose my shit. I just lose my shit over the dumb stories, the super pretentious ones, man. Fucking art man shit. Holy cow! Like you said, that is I remember in art class, I've always wanted and respected, wished I could have any form of fucking artistic talent, right? I just wish I could, but I don't. I remember trying to draw faces, and that shit comes out more of Jackson Pollock than it comes out fucking anything. So, to look at something like what Artman does is just, yeah, I mean, just awe and fucking inspiring someone like me who wishes. Like I remember trying to learn how to shade faces and like make a nose. That's what we were working on, right? Like in art class was this part right here. Zero fucking chance I can get any of that done. I do not. I can't shade. I can't fucking draw shade for any fucking reason. I don't know, man.
I've gotten all right with the welding and stuff. Like I can move the metal around in certain ways to make it like do different things, but I still don't have. I'm more of like a mechanical artist where there's has to be lines and definition and stuff, like a formula to follow.
Yeah, man. Show me a blueprint, and I'm gonna put you something out there. That's it. And I think that's where like musically, I was the same way. I think I've said this before, right? I can't like make music. I can play music if I have sheet music in front of me. I can't do it from memory. My fingers don't fucking work that way. But if I have sheet music from me, I can learn to play an instrument and play that fucking song. I'm good. But I can't make music. That's another one of those. It's cool. Like I don't get it. My brother, being a musician, I've always like fucking so cool.
Yeah,
I can't even read music, but I can do tabs, same kind of thing, right? I can figure that out, or you can teach me how to play something. When it comes to noodling around and trying to figure out how to make something of my own sound good on a bass, I'm fucking hopeless. It's like I've spent hours and hours and hours, and like, no, I'll just take somebody else's riff and learn that.
Yeah. Right. That's it. And I don't hear it. Right. What I hear and what I like sometimes fucking I will put shit together and my wife will look at me and go, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like that just looks like a bunch of shit thrown together." And I'm like, "Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it?" I was like, "I don't know why I thought it looked good at the time." Step back and I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know where that came from." But you're right. That's what happens when I try to get creative. But I'm like a fucking copy machine, though. There's nothing that you can't put in front of me that I can't fucking kind of copy. You know what I mean? Like if it's a kind of like you said, G-Bay, shape, right? With metal, I can give me a fucking torch and a hammer, and you want a shape, I'll fucking make you a shape. I know how to move metal, and I can move it into that shape, but I can't like color that shape, which is fucking weird. Like I get depth. But I get depth in like actual 3D, not in shade. I don't know. That's weird. I guess I don't get depth.
I don't know. I'm kind of good with art when it has symmetry, like a mirrored image or like something where there's like lines or shapes and stuff. When it's just free flowing and shit like that, yeah, I can't draw nothing.
Oh, see, that's the hilarious part. When you say symmetry, is I don't have it, right? I'll draw heart, and I can on my left side, I can absolutely draw exactly what I want, and but I cannot fucking make it go towards the right and make the fucking same thing. Like it cannot. I can do the fucking same thing over here, just fucking time after time after time. But once I go to fucking transfer that same shape, kind of going the other way, it loses arc somewhere.
All right, giveaway time. Top of the hour. Top of the hour. Giveaway time.
Fucking giveaway. All right. There you go. Go through the fucking spiel one more time. Wait, good on the goddamn screen. All right.
Giveaway.
Oh, God. All right. 2 minutes past. Type in noob. You want some fucking seeds? You already did. A lot of people. Go. Wait, how do I? Oh, here it is. All right. And ready. We got 32 fucking entries. Good luck to everybody.
Exactly half the crowd. Old school.
Hey,
Cool.
old school.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hey, hit me up.
That's awesome.
Old school, hit me up by Discord, Instagram, either one. If you're gonna hit me up by Instagram, right there. I fucking pointed at my screen like this, like fucking no, right there. That thing. That's my Instagram handle right there. So hit me up, send me that info. I will get these sent out to you. Congratulations, old school.
Hell yeah.
Looking good. Looking hella good.
That's a good day fishing right there. I went down to the water, or close to the water yesterday, down on the bike. Took a little rip down through the trails. That felt good. But there's new blockades up, and there's lots of people walking their dogs and shit down there. So I couldn't really see too much. But looks like some of the waterfront around my town here is going to be developed again soon. So for that, but whatever. Good for the economy, I guess. Someone's whole art man, the fisherman.
Goddamn cloner.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Magpie and see about clonage when I'm ready to go again. Or seedage. I don't know. It's so hard to decide because there's just so much good stuff going around within the community.
I'd go with whatever's in your seed box, dude.
Yeah,
If you're in a position, it's like I get the wanting clones and shit like that. Like I full don't get me wrong, but like it's nice, especially like when I just had to restart everything over. Like everything that we did, it was all brand new seeds, all stuff we'd never grown before. Actually, with the exception of the investment dog, we did know we wanted to get that one back, but it's like, hey, let's give this a go. And so if I'm allowed to, my vote counts at all for your influencing on this.
Big time.
If they go for seeds.
I think I actually have to run some of your gear next. Like you sent me so many seeds, and I give them away more than I grow them myself and stuff. So it's like I gotta fucking actually run some of that through the garden here. So that's probably what we'll do. We'll probably do a community run next time, which is mostly whatever I do anything. But
I think that's fine. You just gotta find what you're looking for, right? Figure out which profiles you want. You ran through. I can tell you ran through. You probably found a little bit of funk there in the BAM. If you were looking for a little like fruity type of thing, go towards the Luna, the Black Forest. If you want something fruity next year, that would be kind of what I would pick through the runs like that. Most of those have a fruitier type profile with some form of like, little bit of funk to it. So,
yeah, I don't know if I got any fruit in the garden this year. Like the Hawaiians have Hawaiian Black Widows smell a little more tropical kind of, but they didn't really go full fruit or anything. And everything is just funk this year. It's just all chemically really low tones, but like you can just tell that it's good medicine, right? It's not loud, but it's like it's strong. If that makes any sense.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Can't smell it from far away, but when you light it up and smoke it, you're like, God damn. What we got going?
Yeah, I fucking jump on this all the time. You think I'd be used to have fucking doing it by now and just smooth right into it?
Nope.
You would
Can't
think
do that.
Nope.
Like every time it changes something, I'm like, oh fuck.
I don't know. I don't like running StreamYard on my phone. Like I got a good enough ability to do it without shutting the show down more often than not, definitely. But I'm always like weary because it's just like, I like my command center. Give me my laptop, my command center, everything's fucking good. It's
Dude, I'm with you on that one for sure. Everything's easy. I know where not to fucking put my hands to not screw stuff up.
Well, the other thing is it's not possible to shut the show down with fucking just a swipe of a button. You got to hit that button at least one more time.
Right. Hey, there we go. We got the Friday
And
the
it's in a
13th.
different spot than the first one was. So, you know, it means you got to move the mouse to hit it the second time.
All right, that's muted. That's fucking done. That's sideways. I think this works. All right, over here. So, like I said, we got to show us up. Look, we broke branches. Everybody's kind of pissy with me, but you didn't expect that. But, bam. I mean,
That looks great.
yeah, if we still have plenty of ways to go. This one's way over here. This one's supposed to be somewhere. So
You got some good fans.
what's that?
Said you got good fans.
Oh fuck! Here, sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. That is like literally right in my ear, in my mic. I am so sorry.
Us too.
Yeah, my bad. So there you go.
That's a beauty.
That- that one's supposed to be like fucking over here somewhere. This one I'm liking too. This one it's wanting to be a red haired. Very funky though. I think it could do a little better, but the fucking nug's stupid solid on these things. So this one, this is the one that's kind of been. It really leans towards mom on the looks wise for me. Nice solid nugs, really nice and frosty. Starting to purple up. I think you can see. I can't tell if it's fucking blurry or not. But really, just like I said, good yields, taking it like a champ in every little single fucking thing. Even these little fucking super lowers are super dense. Flatten the hell out of this one. Yeah, this one's got some funk to it. Real wonky smell on this one. That definitely gives you that kind of halitosis-y fucking just general wild funk. The BAMs, the Bambi. This one I've always said this one's very reminiscent of mom. Rather than kind of connecting stacks, which it probably could. I could probably push it just a little harder, but man, she is just a gorgeous plant. Clay's got a really good eye for these. I don't know. It doesn't quite. It might have a little bit of that funky profile. I'm getting a little floral out of it right now as it sits. So it might actually be real close to the pheno that I'm, or a smell anyway that I'm looking towards. So might be in this shit. Right here is just birdie. Yeah, I had thought about doing some yo-yos. It requires a lot of yo-yos. I know I got them somewhere. Yeah. So,
Good.
what's up?
Looking good, man, as always.
Well, it's looking floppy right now, and that's my own fault. I know this. Like I said, I've been.
When you walk into the room and start fucking bitch slapping your hose all over the place, eventually they're gonna fall down.
Eventually they need fucking support. But this is a fun one. Actually, my wife kind of freaked out about this one, but this is one stem that I bent really early on, and it has been bent, twisted, and all kinds of in the fucking just moseying right along, fucking juiced along, good nice bud on top of that. So yeah, it doesn't look as well maintained as it should, but we do have weight. We do have good looking super chirpy buds in here. So I'll come through here and we'll get things adjusted a little bit better. Move things around, get some things stood up a little better. That could be. But we did this last night or yesterday afternoon when we were all done by the time this happened. So I may still get in here and get possibly some yo-yos in here. Fucking hang some off the lights up here in between. Yeah, I could easily put a piece of bamboo or something up here and then just hang them up and just put them wherever I need. So it'd be pretty easy. So anyway,
We're up, Thunder Dan. Good to see you this morning, brother. Ooh, let's get some coffee going.
hey, I never said this was a fucking how-to. This is more of a this is what your garden can take, and you can still get some really good fucking weed out of. I can do better. I know this. So this is definitely more of I was, and then this was testing too. I was expecting a little more and putting a little less into here than I should. So I got the exact.
One day after trellis install always looks a little fucked though.
Well, yeah, that is true. I mean, every one of these are fucking popping up. Everybody's raising up, getting a little more turgid. I also
headlock.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And it was all. And today was water day too, so everybody was a little thirsty last night and everything. So we throw a little water in, they'll stand up. But I mean, some of these, this is already fucking. This is already heavy. It's already got weight to it. There's not a real chance it's going to stand up, but it will, arc more and get a little more pronounced. So, yeah. So this one is yeast. This one's interesting. I got a veg doing a lot better right now. So we're not going to judge off of this one currently, but I definitely see where the structure and everything is taking or will take a little bit longer on this one. But I can't quite describe the funk that comes off of it. It's definitely got a wild ass funk to it. So we'll see. We shall see. Whoop, fucking kick my poor cat. So, anyhow, let's see. Let me find another one. I really like. Ooh, let me get back here a little better. I really do like this out here. It is a nice one. Ow. These very Black Forest looking. Definitely look very close to Dad. But they absolutely reek. So this has definitely got some of that floral to it. That one's pretty fucking unmistakable. So I'm hoping it's bringing a little bit more of the funk at the end. That's usually when it kind of, to me, has popped out so far, was there towards the end. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, see, they'll curl just fine once they get ready. Woo! This one here smells fucking real nice.
Yeah. Window breaker buds. Yeah, that's right.
Hey, remember that crazy wonky one? Fucking here's what it's doing. It's frosty as all fucking get out. Don't get me wrong there, but got some funny shit going on there.
I'm at the point now, my scissors are all gummed up. They're like slow release.
All right, I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
It's like,
hey,
time to. Oh, that better not poke a hole in my screen. No, you're good. That was close. Be very careful with using your trim bin screens. If they hit and poke a hole, it's no longer a trim bin. It's just a bin. That's close. I've seen people replace these. That's pretty cool. Like, does anyone know if you can order tighter micron for your trim bin or anything? Or looser or whatever? Different? Or the replacement?
I believe I remember they have 2 micron sizes for trim bin. I believe they have 90 and one. No, I know
120 is the standard.
I think maybe they got a 120 also.
Yeah, see, that'd be a little bit, tighten it up a little better for the amount I run and the amount that I'm actually starting to see how much I can collect. Because now I'm the only one really trimming here. I don't have 5 fucking sets of hands. I'm trying to monitor and keep that hash clean. If it's just me running it, if I could tighten up that micron screen, I'd really appreciate that. That'd be nice. Because like I said, I want to make a table that holds all 3 of my trim bins that I can hook to like a paint shaker or something, or anything that'll just give it that enough vibration to move the material over the screen. Because I fuck, the amount of hash I'm getting this year is ridiculous. So I want to utilize it.
You say this like it's a bad thing.
Oh, it's a good thing. It's just you got to be able to collect it properly, or it becomes like nobody wants a pound of dirty hash. Well, why
Do
not?
you have what was the best dumper throughout there, throughout your garden that you've seen so far? Can you not tell because you're just?
I'm gonna say the garlic cookies, just because it gave me 27% one time on flower rosin. Well, not one time, consistently between 22 and 27, always in that range. But it only gave me a couple ounces off the plant, maybe half pound if we're lucky. So I'm gonna say this year it's gonna have to be one of the bands, just because of the amount of weight I got. The wedding cake is the frostiest, but it doesn't let go of its trikes. It holds them. It's like, fuck you. If you want my trikes, you got to smoke my flower. So let's do it. We'll see. We'll figure it out. I haven't had a chance to really look at it or test anything out yet. But it is nice though, because like some of this real drier stuff that I got to a little later, as you're trimming it, and if your scissors snap on the plant or whatever, you will see a little shock and some trichomes fall, and you know what I mean. Some of these plants you're getting quite the little dust storm from, but it is still very spongy. Like I try to keep my stuff constantly at 60, 65, so it's like it's not crispy at all. Like it's spongy, so it's. Nothing's really dropping anything at all. So I really don't know the answer to that yet. We'll see. It's kind of the process I am involved in right now. I can't do much but just get it into trimmed, dried, semi 1 or 2 day cure and fucking seal it up. Like that's I'm at that stage. If I don't, it's just going to be getting compromised. Too much to deal with. I have to have an SOP for this. This isn't just wake up and willy-nilly your crop around. I have like step by step fucking making it happen.
Kingfisher, I saw you asked earlier. I didn't see that on my phone. It is not. There is still a hint of kerosene in that one, but it is definitely changing out to be more of that funky. More, we'll call it like just funky. I don't know. I couldn't call it one way or another right now if it's more of a halitosi or like a cushy. But it's changing towards just a very, but more on that kind of funky, rotten, bad, that kind of smell. I don't know. I don't want to say bad because I fucking love it, but a lot of them are getting that floral, and some of them are starting to get that funk come through them. That halitosis, and I think that's going to be one of them. I think that's where it's going to lean towards, but right now it's going to have a funk to it, but I can't say it'll be gassy. So we'll see. I can tell you that all you got to do though is open the fucking Kush-ish. Yeah, there you go. Kush-ish.
Sheesh.
But it's gonna be good.
Yeah, the Tom's tumblers. I got to check into that.
Dude, I've wondered about a tumbler myself. They're they're a little expensive if you buy like a pre-built one, but shit, just to make like a fucking tumbler with some screen and just hook it up to a drill, fucking be easy, dude. So
Should
might be
experiment a little bit. Worth a little bit of experimentation. Like my buddy's got the freeze dryer. I haven't had a chance to fucking do anything or freeze any of this. I don't have the room or time. I got a couple grocery bags full of frozen. It won't be enough to justify making all that fuss. I'll probably just run it through my butane setup that I got here. Get some live resin, which I'm kind of sad about, but whatever. I really wanted to get over and do that. But yeah, if you put too many things on the to-do list, you can get overwhelmed and whatnot, and then you end up compromising the quality of certain things. I've already got enough fucking irons in the fire right now. I don't put that one to rest for this season.
right. That's it. Going to fucking tightening it up around myself. Putting that trellis on and having to put that trellis on and doing this dumb shit like I am right now really kind of, it was one of those kicks in the ass going like, right, tighten it up. You're fucking up around here and things are going to go really bad if you don't. You know what I mean? And like,
you're already sucking at everything you're doing right now. Why are you trying to do something else and suck at
that? Right. Well, we picking more. But
get better at what you're doing today, and then we'll work on doing other things tomorrow.
T, did you try to go to fucking just dabbing or fucking? I've been trying to. Hey, what's up with that? Yeah, right. At least hit the like button, peeps. Come on, man.
They're not very consistent across the board. 64 watchers, 32 followers, and a different number of likers. Like, I can't judge because I haven't hit the thumbs up or anything. I'm not included in this.
Fucking what? Seriously, G-Bay, hit the goddamn thumbs up.
I know.
Funny thing is, I have actually kind of make it almost like an automatic thing. Anytime I hit, because I spend too much time on YouTube. That's probably my primary source of entertainment because there's so many different things you can watch on it. Usually video comes on, it's on a channel I already know I like, and it's friggin' just automatically just hit the thumbs up. Every once in a while you're like, oh, I didn't like that. Should I take that thumb back? But you're like, nah.
Keep it real.
But I think that's friggin' a lot of it's also trying to encourage the thumbs up and stuff like that. You want to see that on your own channel, right? So it's probably done through greed.
It's this is the way I am too. Mine goes like when I'm shutting everything down and I'm leaving, I hit the like button on the way out. So.
That's usually what happens with me. Or
you got to earn it. He's like.
So you guys don't hit the like button at all because you have the great intentions of hitting it on the way out the door, but you're all stoned as shit and just walk on. I get it. I fully get it. That's why I hit it at the beginning.
I feel like I'm getting it.
I had to make it a conscious point, like leaving, to be like, bro, you don't fucking like I do a lot of watching and learning, and there's a lot of shit like and I get it, with us doing this, I get how the whole like fucking, all that, it really does help. Like we get it. So, and I'm one of those people like, right, all this shit. I'm like, fuck, I forgot to hit the like on everything I like. So I make it a point as I'm leaving all of them to fucking like, especially our own shit, because I'm like, right.
Point is, go hit the like button, folks.
Yeah, hit the goddamn like button.
I'll go myself even. Oh yeah, it's like
Orange Lucas.
got ourselves some hash making material.
So you're gonna mix it all into just one big old round. So have you been just leaving it down there in the bin the whole harvest time?
Till it gets
What kind
too
of-
much, and then I scrape it up. We're doing all right. Like this is, couldn't really put a time frame on how much this has been in there for, but it's a nice big thick sheet. If I scrape that up, that'll be a couple grams. And I've already got. Well, I run 3 trim bins too, right? So I don't know what's all in the other ones. Oh, the other one's looking nice. So
Man, I need to put some parchment in the bottom of this thing or something. Every goddamn time I try to get this fucking hash ball. Ooh, that's a nice layer.
yeah, so we got 2 trim bins like that. I'm not sure what the third one's looking like. And I've already harvested 1 round out of it and gotten, an inch or so in the bottom of a mason jar. It's over here somewhere. But the problem being it's a little too moist still. And it's doing the same thing. It's kind of caked up, but I'm trying to not compress it or touch it so that I can still get it back to sand once I get the moisture out of it. But it's not bad, but it smells so good. It smells like really, really funky fucking weed right now. Like,
And that's what I was just like, bro, you'd love this fucking hat. Your taste palette, kind of fruity, kind of like that sweet. You'd love this fucking hash.
yeah, nice layer of it anyways.
I gotta roll up some more. I'm getting fucking full.
Once I add these 3 bins to it again, I'll probably increase that by another ½ inch or so. That's going to be deadly. I've never really collected my keef on a level to do anything with, but after tasting that rosin that Colton sent me, at first, honestly, it was like, I hope this doesn't sound bad, but it wasn't like jumping out of it at me at first. It was like, oh, sweet, cool, rosin. As I let it sit and chill, it was like every time I open that little jar, I'm like, fuck, that smells better. And now it smells so fucking good. It's like that, the shit that you just know tastes the best on your shelf and you're going to smoke it all. That's what his rosin has turned into. Now it's like my treat. I keep it at the back so I don't smoke it. It's fucking so sweet. Oh, it's good. So the cold cure process for rosin is a thing because it's been sitting in a semi-cool room for weeks, just chilling. And it gets better every fucking time. It's so tasty right now. It's like, goddamn. So I'm kind of tempted to press some of this keef into some rosin.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, that might be what I do with it. I don't know.
Especially while it's fresh, man. Don't let it sit around and get old, and then you just get that fucking brown ass tar. Get it while it's good, man. Press it now.
Yeah. Well, I don't have the right bags, and I just too much shit going on. But once the harvest is done, I just got to get the harvest done. Harvest.
So, are you gonna try to freeze the dry sift? I know our man kind of got me on that shit, and the next harvest coming out of here, whatever I pull out of there, I'm gonna keep it separate, and then I am gonna try to freeze that and just see kind of how I like it, how it stores, all that fun shit. Just because I'm curious. He said he has real good luck with, or had good luck with pressing it later, also. So.
Weed Nerds burning some Dumbler's hams at there. I sent them there. If you guys know the good weed folks, Kitty and Dumbler, that's a cross he came up with, the one out of my yard there. Hams at. It's really nice. It's got it's not too loud or anything, but it's quality. It's good. The nugs are nice and tight, and frosty and tasty. It's got that cookies thing going for it, obviously, but working.
Hey, what works. Good medicine for you, doesn't matter. And it is for me. It doesn't, I do have to say though, like the longer you keep seeing kind of the general, like they keep throwing the runts and the shit and the fucking wedding cake and the shit. The farther down the line that's going, I'm not liking it as much. I do like
any yogurt.
The more recent, the earliest crosses of all that stuff, the earlier worked versions of any of it. So that's kind of what I enjoy, and what works for me. So, I can't hate on it, but definitely when you're talking about this is the 13th fucking run gelato, back cross, whatever. It's fucking, yeah,
Yeah,
it
just
kind
like-
of loses something.
Like any community members from Canada, I don't mind sharing some of this, man. Get at me, DM me. We'll figure something out. Cause I ain't gonna fucking use all this, man. So like, hit me up. We'll figure something out. I don't mind being generous, man. So
Bananas Zowie. I like that.
get some of this shared out with the community. Back.
Someone want a Dan?
Papers.
The Dan, is that one of yours?
It's Maui Wowie times Banana Daddy, maybe. Sweet, that's one.
It's
I love having mom back
7:30. It's
home,
time
like,
for me
doing
to get on with my day, guys. I've got to bounce. I'll talk to you all later.
Alrighty. Okay, we can. I've got to get fucking moving on for my day as well. So, G-Bay, you need to fucking be busy.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here trimming, man. So join me over in Discord.
There you go.
I'm just gonna hang out there all day, I believe. Maybe walk my dogs for 20 minutes, but other than that,
Right
yeah,
on. Hey, can you fuck your hands are busy? I don't have one. I got to re-get show videos back on my computer.
I might have one.
Might have one. Like, well, your screen's gonna have just fucking black spots all over it.
Yeah.
Do you remember like back in the day when you had like the rollerball mouse and the fucking rollerball stopped working? You'd have to take that shit off and then scrape the crap off like the trackball. And you remember that shit? That's gonna be your fucking mouse. Like you're gonna have like gamer mouse where you got like that gross like just fucking sticky layer of stuff on everything you got.
It is, man. Like all my coffee cups, all my door handles, my microwave numbers, my stove start and stop. Everything right now that is part of a functioning day is covered in hash.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, it sucked too. Yesterday I was doing some paperwork and shit, and I somehow ended up down in this room with my brand new passport. So I'm like walking around like this, holding my passport. I'm like, what are you doing? You want to just travel once and that's it? That's all you get?
That was my shot, man. All right. Well, I'm
get
done.
Out of here. The dogs are going to go crazy. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, shit, man. With that, I want to tell everybody thank you for hanging out with us this morning. I love seeing the crowd here in the mornings. I love the Sunday morning shows, hanging out with you guys. So
the community love right now is strong, and I love it, man. I couldn't ask for a better group of people to be around. You know, you guys are all amazing, man. You're really helping a dude out. Well, the whole community, we're all helping each other out.
So hit up the Discord for the after party. We're gonna get out of here, get moving. Thank y'all.
I'm gonna try this outro video I have. It says outro. I don't know what it is, but we'll play it anyways.
Fucking see what happens. Let's rip.
Oh,
hey, looks right.
Cheers, folks. Forward, bye.
home. The pain I had buried me. The youth that want me turned me cold. I need asylum in prison. Forgotten and buried. Forgotten and buried. Well, I guess I'll never think about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Well, I guess I'll never think about the future. 'Cause I've been wrong before. Well, I guess I'll never think about the future. I've been wrong before. Yeah, 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 yeah. I've been so wrong. I've been so wrong. I've been so wrong. I've been so wrong. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cheers, everybody.